Welcome to this video. In this video we are going to explore several important concepts related to English language. By the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of how these concepts work and how they can improve your communication skill. The coordinating conjunctions are words that connect word phrases or clauses that have equal importance in sentence. They are also known as coordinators, and they are used to join elements of the same kind. Here is the keyword: fanboys. Fanboys cover all the main coordinating conjunctions: for, and, nor, but, or, yet. So, fanboys. For example, I went to the store but I forgot my wallet. He is tall and handsome. She didn't like the movie, nor did he. You can eat pizza or pasta for dinner. I studied hard, yet I failed the test. It was raining, so I brought an umbrella. The parallel structure, also known as parallelism, refers to the use of glosses and easy to read. Use the same grammatically structure for each item in a list. Here's the one rule. The second rule: use the same verb tense for item in a sentence. Use the same voice for item in a sentence. Use the same type of phrase of class of item in a sentence. And last one, use the same structure for conjunction in a sentence. The correlative conjunctions are pair of words used together to connect two elements in a sentence that have equal importance. These pairs of conjunctions are used in pair to show the relationship between two ideas that are being expressed. The most common correlative conjunctions are both and, either or, neither or, not only, but also, whether or. For example, both the dog and the cat are friendly. Either you come to the party or you stay at home. Neither the teacher nor the students were happy with the test results. Not only did she ace the test, but also she got the highest score in the class. Whether you like it or not, we have to leave now. Transitions, or linking words, are word phrases or sentences that connect ideas, sentences, and paragraphs in writing. They serve as bridge between different thoughts and help to create a smooth flow of ideas. The primary purpose of transition is to guide a reader through the text and show how the different parts of the writing are related. Effective use of transition can improve the coherence and readability of a piece of writing. And we can make contrast, place, time, addition, comparison. Transition word, punctuation, and placement. Transitional words and phrases can be placed at the beginning, middle, or end of a sentence depending on the intent meaning and the writer's style. They can also be used with different types of punctuation marks, such as commas, semicolons, and columns. When a transitional word or phrase is used at the beginning of a sentence, it is usually followed by a comma. For example, however, I don't agree with your opinion. When a transitional word or phrase is used in the middle of a sentence, it is usually surrounded by commas. For example, I love reading. However, I don't have much time for it these days. When a transitional word or phrase is used at the end of a sentence, it is usually followed by a period or semicolon. I don't have much time for reading these days. However, I still try to read whenever I can. The prepositional phrases are groups or words that begin with a preposition, such as in, on, at, to, with, from, etc., and usually include a noun or pronoun called the object of the preposition. The prepositional phrase can function as adjectives, adverbs, or nouns in sentence. For example, she greeted me with a smile, even though she had just received some bad news. The book I'm looking for is on top shelf, which is difficult for me to reach. The car suddenly stopped in the middle of the street, causing a traffic jam. I bought some milk from the store, but I forgot to buy bread. Here is important: the main difference between prepositional phrase and transitional word or phrases. Adding additional information about a noun or verb in a sentence, while transitional words or phrases provide a logical connection between ideas. It's important not to confuse prepositional phrase with transitional words or phrase because they serve a different purpose in sentence. Confusing the two can lead to confusion and make your writing less clear and effective. So it's essential to understand the difference between the two and use them appropriately in your writing. Introduction of upper classes. An upper class is a dependent class that functions as an adverb in a sentence. It begins with a subordinated conjunction such as after, although, as, because, before, if, since, then, thought, unless, until, when, where, while, and so on. And other classes can modify verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs by answering questions such as when, where, why, how, and under what condition. For example, in a sentence, I go for a walk after I finish my work. The album clause after I finish my work modifies the verb go by telling us when I will go for a walk. Although she was tired, she continued working on her project. In a sentence, the album clause, although she was tired, modifies the main clause. She continued working on her project by indicating the condition under which she continued working. Albert clause punctuation and use. The Albert clause are usually introduced by a subordinated conjunction, which separate them from the main clause in sentence. When an Albert clause is placed at the beginning of a sentence, it is followed by a comma. When an Albert clause is placed in the middle of a sentence, it is usually surrounded by commas. For example, I'll keep working although I'm tired. When an Albert clause is placed at the end of a sentence, it is usually not followed by any punctuation mark. For example, I'll keep working until I finish my project. So, it's important to use Albert clauses correctly to ensure that the sentence is grammatically correct and convey the intended meaning. Albert clauses can add complexity and details to a sentence, but they can also make it harder to understand if not used appropriately. So it's important to use Albert clauses carefully and make sure that they fit seamlessly into the sentence. Reduce Albert clause and punctuation. A reduced Albert clause is a dependent class that has been reduced by removing certain words, such as the subject or verb, in order to make the sentence more concise. Punctuation can be used to show where the reduced Albert clause begins and ends. For example, before leaving the house, she checked the stop. Can be reduced before leaving the house, checking the stop with a comma indicating the beginning of a reduced clause. And we got adverbials type 1, they provide information about time such as yesterday, today, or tomorrow. We got adverbial type 2, provide information about place or location such as here, there, inside, or outside. We got adverbial type 3, provide information about manner or how something is done such as quickly, slow, carefully, or efficiently.